Lore item? Memory? Guy dying very slowly in the wall. Robot coming to murder him. Except it probably doesn't gorge it. It probably takes him and makes him into the boss monster. So I was obviously meant to go that way. Okay, no, that means that this jump is literally just the way to go. Literally just the way to go. And we missed that very important item because, you know, according to all the other levels, you have to find the 3 soul items with the memories before you can fight the boss. So it's a good job that I jumped over the wall accidentally. Because otherwise, we would have missed that one. But at least there's a way back up there. Bayonets. We don't use guns. Yeah, that's just the other end of that. There's soul item up there. Going glitchy wall climbing. Hang on. What's in there? Something in there. That's a big old open area. I bet there's a soul item down there. A boss soul item that he needs. Nope, it's just literally just the same loot box that I already opened, but I didn't see that way to walk, apparently. I am very good at game. Not blind at all. Not remotely. Oh. Okay. That sounded like someone dying. Big open air with the boss man. Feed the Centaur. I don't know, that looks like a robot man riding a horse, not a robot centaur. You know, it's got a horse head. It's just a robot man on a horse. It's a lion horse, of course, which makes it a different mythical beast entirely. It's definitely not a centaur. Maybe a dollar horse. Okay. Regaining my stamina. Nice stomp, nice try. Ow. He didn't like me taking the mick out of him. You know, defeated guy on horse in Sekiro. You are most certainly no Mr. Man with a very important name that I forget. He announced his name very much every time we fought him. It's very important, his name. You, sir, are not him. You are definitely not him. Okay, that's an explosion. And I'm not going to waste an ice grenade on you either. Like, I know you made a fire. You are a raging bull right now. You're not worth ice grenades that I've never used. It would be too easy. It would make you far too easy. Why can't I cool off? There we go. What was that? It wouldn't let me do the rapid cool. No bucking, Bronco. Yeah, he is not he. Okay, we're on fire. That's cancelling out my heal. No. Give me my cooldown. There we go. I know he's one hit from death, but Titan destroyed. He was too easy. He was not Mr. Arikawa something. I don't know. Orichalcum? He's definitely not Orichalcum. He had nothing to say on that either. It was pure silence after defeating E. Okay, that's the way that we came in. That's death. Or is that? That's maybe the way that we came. No, that's the way that we came in. He was waiting up here before. There is a loot item there, but that might not be loot. Really? Barrels that we can't smash? That might be the soul of somebody. Examine the sarcophagus. If I don't yet. I don't think we got enough soul items. But maybe we can just free the person.
Gather the 3 echoes.
Okay. The first ever time that we've fought a boss and we haven't got the 3 echoes. They're hidden in the cave somewhere. How have I missed them? Getting lost in this cave. One must be in that one way that I didn't go. We got at least one. This will probably just be you can go to any floor now. No, because the other floor didn't have a hole in it. Yeah, I have no idea where the other echoes are. Any jump off still? Maybe. There's some suspicious ledges. Farms and vineyards. Maybe the echoes are in the farms and vineyards. Find a way out of the quarry. This is the only time we haven't liberated the soul. I wonder, does the boss come back if you haven't? Because we haven't freed the guy from his prison, you know, the mechanical shell might come back alive.
Here you are at last. This is where the path to the Bastille begins. And to think, I would have never thought you'd make it this far. Cependant, I would advise you not to rush. The fighting in these tunnels has weakened the structure. If you go,
how did he get here then? No, he got here already. Past the monster without fighting it.
Make sure you're not leaving behind any unfinished business, any commitments that you've not fully met.
Pointed over to got it.
In these unsure times, you can never be too careful. Ne croyez-vous pas?
The Vestal. Get to the temple? Well, what? Get to the chopper! Let's back this way then. Do you think they would hide one of the soul fragments? Ambush. Out here before, like, you know, the final showdown? Way. Plantation? I reckon they're gonna hide one of the soul fragments up here. Well, there's the cart. Aha! Perfect. Okay, so we didn't have to go all the way through the caves to get back to the cart. There's just a fast travel to the ends. That's nice, at least. But we must find the soul fragments. And I don't know how many we have to free the guy. We've got one confirmed. Possibly two? I don't know if going back down here gives us any way back out. You know, I should probably go the other way. Should probably go the other way back down. Whee! At the very least, I would have suggested, you know, everything's going to remain dead, but at the same time, we're not doing it like that. Okay. All damage up. Even when it's terrible. Okay. We do have things in the city, not even Luxembourg, things in the city to do. There's that key chest in the basement here as well. I wonder, could his soul be in the key chest in the basement? Okay. I feel like maybe I should travel to the city, search plus stuff in. Maybe we get something that unlocks the key chests. And then, you know, yeah, whatever's in there at the very least. So we should do this before going back down into the caves and looking around. It makes the most sense. Unfortunately. Loose ends must be tied up before the point of no return. Because you cannot return. We haven't even been back to the first area, and we've got a kick down walls ability as well. And there were definitely walls in the very, very first area that could be kicked down that we haven't gone through. And who knows what's in them. And maybe there's something good with the new powers that we have. And maybe there might be more quests that are hidden that, you know, are unknown because we haven't encountered individuals there that might give us quests through those extra walls. Maybe. Who's to say? Right, run ads whilst it's on the stupid loading screen so that they're all done. Okay, right, let's do this. We got this. Boom, boom, the city. And then the final showdown. Okay, where are we going? Okay, we need to search the palace. Back to the city where we began the day. But going this way this time. Ow. Okay. I feel like dashing definitely does extinguish her a bit. I know you're going to explode. At some point. There he goes. Have to be careful. Okay, I see this way up here. There's definitely places that we still haven't been. Okay, that was a weird invisible wall. Okay, we did eventually open this, I remember. Okay. We are still going this way. So, from a height, might be the best way to it. It's hard to tell which way is the best way to go through the city at times. Okay, that guy's shooting. At least we've opened up most of everything. Most of them. Hello?
Madame.
Why didn't you come sooner, ma chère? Those poor children in the National Guard. They could have used your help. They marched all day on the Pont Neuf. Oh, you should have heard them singing as they marched on the Place Dauphine. They were very brave then. To hear them, you'd think that the king had already handed over his crown.
Then what happened?
As far as I know, gunfire, the booming of cannons, shouting, lots of shouting. And then silence.
Silence will fall. %30 off subs and bonus gift subs until January 2nd. With the wrap-up the year, according to Twitch.
None of the soldiers returned.
Not a single one.
Not a single one.
My little Francois. He left this morning to join the volunteers, but he hasn't given any sign of life since.
I'll try to find out what happened to him. Madame.
Do you have any news of my son?
Alas, I do not.
Will I never see him again in this lifetime?
Yeah, well, we found a new side quest for an NPC in a wall that we just randomly heard. Didn't even give us subtitles. Where am I meant to find your son? Maybe he's going to be in the Place de Fon. Seems like a very dumb and dangerous thing to do. Yep. But saved going over the water. Plus we didn't have jumpy powers before. And dashy powers. You know, we've got all the powers now. Okay. Ooh, there's a thing over there. Probably thing that we are searching for.
Not even the commanding officer was
Still
spared.
keep.
Lafayette didn't hand over his army to the king. I should keep looking around Place Dauphine.
Well, this is where we fought the big boss monster
Yellow
before, or
cartridges.
mini-boss.
The conspirators' secret sign. There was most certainly a conspiracy. There's no doubt about that. But those involved shared the same fate as the rest of them. I should keep looking around Place Dauphine. A headquarters at the Pont au Change. By all appearances, it's not official. Most likely an underground hiding place that can be entered from the riverbank. I'll try to track down Capitaine Lefebvre. If he and his men withdrew to the Société des Amis des Noirs, he must have gone towards the Châtelet. It would have been a desperate move for certain. I doubt any of them survived the retreat.
From Captain Lefebvre, posted at the headquarters of the Pont de Change. Situation compromised by the ultimate attack near the Châtelet. As expected, we shall fall back to the Society des Amis des Noirs. Okay, the friends. Okay. It is a big conspiracy. I think that makes sense. I'm Captain Lefebvre and the secret headquarters. Da-da-dum. Are they on the other side of the river? That all goes. Don't mind me. Okay, so we need to get over the river again and not in the river. They're chasing me. I'm not going to bother fighting you. That's the thing. If we already have the grappling hook, I'm not going to bother going over there. Although, what if the lady's son is around here? You know, what if it's where the boss was? Anything else up here? I don't think there is that? But there could have been. And it was worth a few seconds to look. Okay, across the rooftops. On to Charms. Secret headquarters is under the river. I see a kick hole. Hi?
If the Ottomans aim to cut off Indelacio from the rest of the city, the bridge we're standing on will soon suffer the same fate.
Why would they deprive themselves of a means of retreat? If they really intend to do as you claim, why would they have to put up barricades to prohibit access to the Châtelet from this bridge?
I hope you're right, Monsieur Janvier. I hope you're right.
Are there even...
If the Ottomans aim to cut off Indelacio from the rest of the city, the bridge we're standing on will soon suffer the same fate.
Why would they deprive themselves of a means of retreat? If they really intend to do as you claim, why would they have to put up barricades to prohibit access to the Châtelet from this bridge?
I hope you're right, Monsieur Janvier. I hope you're right.
Hi, are either of you two this pub lady's son? Am I not allowed to speak to you? No? Just you having a conversation about the bridge collapsing soon? Hi, I'm just going to finish you off because I need to... Also, you're nothing now. I did jump down there before, I remember. But where was it? Okay, well, there's some stairs all the way over there. There is a literal vestal over there. You know what? We'll go the long way round. It's fine. Way to jump high. Don't mind me. Okay, guy glitching to get up. Okay, I'm just gonna jump over this now. The secret headquarters. I feel like I've been... Oh god, the prawn. The prawn got me. Hey, how do I get over here? Tempted by a way to go that isn't a way to go? The thing up there. Was this just a dead end? It surely wasn't, was it? Oh. There's a way up there, right. There we go. Everything's fine. This is the other end of the bridge, and this is probably where the thing underneath was. Yeah, the collectible stuff that we got before was down there. Okay. Way that we already kicked out over there. But there's a way to kick out. Ow. And die. What is that? Greed! Endurance is never anything. Never anything good. I'm looking for the secret way in. Châtelet sewers. Lock from the other side. Always. Always lock from the other side. He does the dance of his people. You spin around. That is what they do. They got offended by that, I think. He took great offense to me calling him a spinner. He's not a spinning top. You smash. Okay, wall that we opened. But also... always keep an eye out for prawns. Improved explosive grenades. Told you. Always keep an eye out for prawns. How did that prawn not even activate till I accidentally hit it? It was too quiet of a prawn. Way down. Which means I'm going to go and investigate the weird hole that we opened. What's this about? Just an item? In. I'm sure that item was nothing important. Whatever it was, we picked it up. Bronze ingots and cast iron. That was the world's slowest notification of that. Like, you have too many of these. Haven't been upgrading anything other than the one weapon that you are using? Maybe you don't deserve these bronze ingots and cast irons. These guys seem to be having a bit of trouble. I should have just parried. I shouldn't have dodged. That's why you parry. You can't block that. I was getting ready to parry and then, oh no. That might be a problem. You know what, Captain Lefebvre? You seem to be a lot closer than my essence and everything.
The poor souls.
Oh.
They died just steps from their goal.
I think we've ran past him several times. I didn't see this guy with the big spear in him, though.
York? What does that mean?
From Major Marquet to Captain Lefebvre, you're ordered to do everything in your power to stop the advance of the enemy troops to the Châtelet. If necessary, sabotage the system that opens the doors. York! You are really crap. Or from someone in York. Okay. The best thing is we probably are on the right side of the river to somehow find a drop down to it from here. Ha! There's also this checkpoint right next to it that I really should have sat on before. But I didn't. Now we are right next to the entrance. Which I should have just got up to that before. Now I go back and get my essence. Without falling for any of the traps. With ignoring the spinny people. You don't need to bother with them. They can spin all they want on the spot and be no threats. But also I'm greedy. For souls that we don't need to be. We really don't. Must collect everything. Okay, a way in. A very, very glitchy, invisible wally way in. Frost grenades. See ya. Okay, the secret headquarters are there. But there's also a random soul item over there. But it doesn't recognize that I've picked up yet. Any moment it will recognize that I've picked that up. Essence of a warrior spirit. Just any moment. I feel like the game could... Perfect. Fall down a hole. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Any moment the game could give up the ghost and crash because it's being weird and slow. Okay, we found the secret headquarters.
Okay, good. The lock opened.
Now, where do you see it say York? I don't see that anywhere.
The headquarters. This place must be studied carefully.
A big old map of the city.
This document bears the signature of the Marquis de Lafayette.
Lafayette again.
The Garde Nationale wasn't formed spontaneously. All of this was carefully orchestrated. It is high time the Marquis de Lafayette explained himself.
Except I didn't get to read the start of it because you were talking over it. And now it's gonna scroll forever. I can't pick up items either because that's also the thing to stop it. You know, I'm going to start from these newly constituted troops will go onto the barracks throughout Paris to call the assistance of other units. Civilian agents will enter markets where there are large numbers of people and call for volunteers. They will have pamphlets, posters and banners they can use to convince the patriots. Soldiers and volunteers will gather in the Place Dauphine, where the recruitment office will be established. The conspirators will insist on the name of Lafayette and will claim him as their leader. Everyone will need to be convinced that the Marquis is the right man to lead. Anyone who challenges may be intimidated. When the troops are ready for battle, the Marquis de Lafayette will come to lead them. It's followed by about 20 signatures, with the Marquis de Lafayette's signature on the first line. That was a long-ass piece of text. I was like, I don't want to read the whole thing from the top and miss the bottom and then have to read and wait through that all again. And now we read the first half of it. Manifesto of Henry V. Okay, so the king is involved. It will eventually go to the top. Okay, the signature is in the document. Spurred worked to bring about the deposition of King Louis XVI in his aim in favour of the eldest son, Dauphin Louis Joseph. They vowed to pursue this aim to the cost and sacrifice of their lives if the situation demands it. They agree in accordance with their position and rank to uphold and preserve the following strategic measures. The first bloodshed by the king, the veterans of the Centaur regiment stationed at the Hotel des Invalides will form a national guard and will publicly free themselves from the royal control. Care shall be taken to stage this mutiny publicly in order to earn the enthusiasm of any people, civilians or soldiers who might witness this. Their newly constituted troops will go to the barracks throughout Paris to call for assistance to other units. Okay, so he led a civilian uprising to try and claim power for himself. Got it. They literally staged this revolt against the monarchy. That doesn't sound like he's on the king's side. That sounds like he's fighting against them and inciting the people at the cost of their own lives to do it, just for him to grab power himself. Bismuth and another carriage token. Sure, we will figure out what the carriage tokens are for at some point. Got the letter there. To all officers, I insist yet again on the necessity of putting stop to the actions of citizens Marat, who continues to evade justice no matter how successful our military actions are, will be enabled to restore public peace as long as this troublemaker remains free to sow the seeds of discord. Therefore, during our operations, be very careful, and the person concerned does not take advantage of the chaos to slip through our fingers. Take him alive if possible, but use all means necessary if he refuses to cooperate. Vive Lafayette! Dubois, second in command. Okay. We're uncovering more of the conspiracy. There's a dead guy covered in studs. They're not creatures. It's weird black soul dust around him. We, the officers, soldiers, and veterans of the Centaur Regiment, liberators of the American people, swear allegiance to the General de Lafayette, the only man in this kingdom who is capable of restoring peace. We hereby vow to follow him at all costs and to ensure that his military and political endeavours prevail by any means. Vive Lafayette! Well, we made sure that that didn't happen because we gave the money to the better freedom option for the people. And not Lafayette's. What was that walk up to the chest there? That was a very weird walk. Disgobulous wheel. And formal bicorn and double. Disgobulous wheel. Formal bike. It's actually a good armored thing because we already had a bicorn, but now this is like a fancy, fluffy one. That has frost resistance. It's 1% less fulmination resistance, 2 less endurance, but 13% better frost. I guess if we cared about being cold, I think the endurance might be better. Way better armor though. Okay, actually large degree. Okay, less endurance again. Endurance is stamina. Yeah, we got 133. Like 141 for like a lot more armor and better frost resistance. I think is probably better. Finally, we have an upgrade. Fancy clothes. The floating bucket of doom. They were up to some dark magic in this place. It is not weighed down by peppers, so it floats. What were they up to in this place of floating buckets? What were they up to indeed? You've investigated fully and found the floating bucket of doom. Floating bucket of doom. There's nothing else to investigate down here. So we should probably go confront Lafayette on that at some point. Okay, where do we go to get out of here? Back down that way? No, we opened a shortcut gate back up here that just gets us out. Boom, boom, boom. Don't get caught on the boat. I was considering going back stabbing that guy, but I don't need to. We don't need to kick his ass. We didn't find that lady's son. Hi, don't mind me. I don't know where he would be. What I do know is that this is the way out. And it's fine if we don't go tell her where her son is, right? We don't need to find everything and everyone. Ow. Hey, if you just blow up, you can't shoot me on the way out. We ran out of stamina. That's fine. Ordinary oil. We're leaving anyway. It doesn't matter to take a bit of damage. Feel like we were probably supposed to talk to the lady in that pub earlier and find the sun easier than that. Okay. Confront the Marquis de Lafayette. I think we need to. It's about time we confront the guy. About time. Is he going to run away or are we going to fight him? Or is the other guy going to suddenly be shown appearance and kill him for us? Because we couldn't possibly kill a human. We only eat their souls after they're dead already. We don't actively murder them. We're not allowed to do that. We're a nice robot that eats souls. We aren't murdering the humans. We just absorb any souls that are left over. And that's fine. Berg. Shame the loading screens are so long. Bom, bom, bom. And we still need to go back to the first area. Mustn't forget that. Mustn't forget that. Because there's got to be something there. Got to be something really, really good. Right.